Hello, this is Uzma, and you're not seeing someone new by mistake or any glitch. I'm going to host today's episode of Coffee Talk. It's a very special episode. Basically, it's a last episode of Coffee Talk, so I'm going to step in with my coffee, questions, and curiosity. Today, we have lined up a very interesting discussion, which is about the development with AI. As we look around, we see AI has been impacting a real world really rapidly. From Rev9 Solution, we have panel of visionary leaders. We have Chief Operating Officer Rev9, Akil Kazmi, and Chief AI Scientist Asad Kazmi, and the VP of Product, Omer. So how are you, all of you?
I'm looking good.
So far, so good.
I am also fine.
Okay, so before we move ahead, I would like to share my point of view as a non-tech person. Like when I see AI being impacting every sector, every field, it scares me a bit. But if I see on the technical side, it's like fascinating and it's very amazing to see this level of advancement. But the question that comes here in my mind, like how did we get here? Like from where we started and where we are right now. So my question is from you, Asad, as you've been working as a chief AI scientist in Rev9 Solution. You've been, I think, more exposed to AI innovation and integration. So I would love to know how your journey started as a AI chief scientist.
Okay, so basically, I joined as a chief AI scientist, Revolutionizing Solutions, around 2.5 years ago. At that moment, we didn't had any team for artificial intelligence, and we wished to develop a completely new department because that was our time where we thought that we need this department now. And initially, since after that time, we have been working on many projects. Mostly our projects are related to, like, we are building the whole SaaS applications and building, like replicating human behaviors and trying to incorporate the artificial intelligence for our different customers. Well, most of the fields, like what I can say, like, if we consider one project where we were building an AI agent, that is where we are going to replicate complete human behavior, especially for taking the interviews. So, like, now there will be an artificial intelligence agent that will take the interviews instead of the humans, and people will also be able to train themselves for how to take the interviews, how interviews are in the big firms, and other than that, we also have been working building the AI agents, especially for many real estate agencies, and we have been there are a bunch of projects we have done so far. Like I think I even not able to count at this moment, but yeah, overall now, as we got a very great team, so AI journey is pretty every day we are seeing that we get some new innovation in our products that we have been building and bringing some new AI models. Every month or you can say after every 15 days, there is a lot of development in the field of AI. So we are bringing a lot of new AI tech and new kind of AI features and new models. We are not just restricted to the like LLMs, but our domain is very vast.
That's really incredible. What about you, Akil? How was it for you?
Starting the AI department?
No, start. How was your journey with the AI? Like, how did you started your journey with the AI, basically?
So it actually really depends on the market, right?
Yeah.
So when we started the company at that time, AI was not in much boom in 2020. So there was little work which companies were doing in AI, especially in facial recognition and other stuff, the image recognition, and then image processing. And at that time, I think in 2021, Meta was working on building the metaverse, and the metaverse was the boom. But after 2 years in 2022, when Asad joined us, at that time, actually bringing Asad inside the organization was crucial because he had good experience in AI software development. And we actually thought that it's time to now change our focus to build the AI products instead of just staying building the traditional products that we were doing at that time. And then educating our product team to to be much focused on building the AI products, educating them that what AI can do, how to take X and add AI to create some innovative product. So, and it was because of we started feeling that world will be seeing a shift, and world will be seeing a huge shift, that we will be transitioning to a world which will be mostly like autonomous. There will be less human effort required and more artificial intelligence humans effort required. And that's where we realized to build an AI department. We brought Asad in. He started establishing a great team of the talented people who are dedicated to AI. And then this is how our journey, or my journey, started. And that's where I started thinking and actually believing that AI is going to change our future, and it's time to really step in.
Okay, that's great. So, what about you, Umair?
Well, I would say AI was a game changer for all of us, for our world. Actually, as you mentioned, that there is a part of you scary. That what do you believe on that part? So I believe it's scary for the person who is not actually leveraging the AI, and it gives us a plus point that so far we are so into this AI that we are building products every day. There's a client coming in with a new idea in the AI market, and we are building the products that have the unique concept and unique use cases. And when it comes to the scary part, so it will be just for the people who are not leveraging the AI in their products, who are not leveraging the AI in their daily tasks. If I talk about my department, I've been working as a product manager. So it was a game changer for me in a case that previously it was quite really difficult for me to analyze the product and get the ideas about it. I had to write the manual user stories and all that stuff. It was quite difficult. It was time consuming. But how AI changed that? Well, now I'll just have to describe my requirements, and the proper format is there. And I believe you all have experience in this case. Our research was quite difficult. So now you can research as much as you can, as much in depth as you want to do. So this is how AI has changed the world, and it's scary, but it's not really that scary until unless I still remember in one of our conversation, Akhil mentioned me about a part. Umar is not scared of the AI. Being a product manager, actually, I'm not, because this is what empowers me actually in order to move forward, in order to build the products. And if I talk about building the products, we have, as Asad mentioned, that we have been working on the AI agents that will be conducting the interview. Similar to that one, I would like to add one. We have been building an AI agent for the real estate brokers that has been helping the real estate companies to reduce the efforts of the real estate brokers, hiring those and assisting them in the daily tasks, writing emails and all that stuff. So these kind of the models, I believe, are creating a huge impact in the market, and I'm really glad that we are part of this one, and the change is happening.
We are also building one for the product managers.
Yes, I'm open for it. Actually, I would like to be replaced. I really would like to be replaced.
That's not about replacing. So basically,
yes,
mostly like we are building another AI product where so whatever the product team is doing all the manual stuff, like okay, we got the meeting, we are in the meeting now. After the meeting, we will take the notes of the meeting, then we will go, we will plan everything, we will create the tickets on the Jira, we will build the roadmaps, and we will manage tasks and then assign to each one. So we are trying to basically we are not trying, but we are going to automate that whole process, and that is going to be happen very soon, maybe in a month or less than that.
Maybe people are scared of the AI because we are thinking all the time like it's going to replace art. But the way Umar explained it, like he partnered it up with the AI. We need to partner it up with the AI rather than just thinking it as an enemy.
And exactly that is also going to benefit, that is especially for the product managers.
And let me
Going to
add on
benefit them.
Asid's point. Since we are building the things he mentioned about taking notes and all that stuff, these are the repetitive tasks.
Exactly.
These are actually empowering us. Our work efforts in that case is on the repetitive tasks will be reduced. We will be able to focus on more better things to do. We will be able to
Yeah.
come up with the better ideas. We will be able to
Exactly.
present better innovations in the market. So this is what it's all about.
Yeah, and I think these are the things that we observed, and based on the feedbacks of the product team, these are the major blockers for our product team. And
Yeah.
So there is nothing to scare about AI.
no, these are basically their suggestions. Like, we need this thing. We consume a lot of time on these tasks, which all mean if we can automate with AI, we have a lot of other things to do. Exactly. So if we can save the time, it's better.
I would like to disagree that we must not scare about AI. Actually, it's going to be scary because on the one side, it's making people more productive, and making people more productive directly means that we require less people to do
Yeah,
work,
exactly.
right? So if it's going to make people more productive, then the companies require less people to do a job, then it's going to replace jobs.
So eventually
well.
it's going to replace, but on the basic level, I
Eventually.
guess.
Starting from the basic level, but it's going to expand the. I think the intelligence that AI have, human cannot have. The efficiency in the results of the AI is a lot better than the efficiency in the human's work. I mean, if can you can you read 100,000 books and memorize them all? And if someone asks you a question from one of those 100,000 books and you are ready to answer it quickly within a second,
It's impossible.
it's impossible
Yeah.
for human, but it's possible for AI. And currently, the AI have the entire knowledge of the world, so you can ask anything to the AI. So how we can believe that it's not going to compete us? It's already have it's already more better than us, and in the future, it is going to be a lot better and better a day by day.
So we need to level up as a human as well.
Like one example of the designer that just came in the OpenAI.
Yeah.
Yeah, the picture generation and graphic designers.
So let me give you an example. Previously, you create the Figma design, your designer creates the Figma, and then developer converts the Figma into actual app. Now
Yeah.
it's AI is doing it, and AI is doing it more better than a developer can do. It does not make mistake. So it is already better, but so it is going to take jobs, and it is going to take job to make you more productive.
And one perfect example of this is within our company. We had a very big project management department.
Yes.
And that AI vanished that department completely. So now we don't have.
We don't have the project management.
So that is scary, right? That's
I'm scared of about our company that may not be quicker because there is a lot of development, and that will take some more time, but that will be the next will be the QA maybe. So
Okay.
because there are AI agents, we have been building AI agents, and basically what are the responsibilities of those AI agents? We just give them the website. They identify all the pages of the website or whatever the website we give. That then AI agents first go on the website, creates the tasks for every possible actions that AI can perform on that website. Then after creating all the possible actions list, then AI performs those actions and then check, okay, if these options that I performed and the expected response, did it work or not? If it didn't work, then it is going to create the ticket of the bug. Okay, so there was an action I performed on the website. The expected behavior was this, but it didn't work. So there is a bug. So that's what QA does. So I think there is another next department who should be scary.
And one thing is where most of the companies are pushing to do is to increase the context window. I mean, to memorize more things.
Yes.
And if it's going to be so, the current focus of most of the big companies, big giants, is to make it unlimited context window. If it happens, then AI is going to remember each and everything which is happening in this world. So isn't scary?
It is scary.
Yeah, so it is.
But what I can say, believing on artificial intelligence blindly is not good. Like we have noticed that some pupils, some pupils believe on AI too much, and we have experienced this thing in one project as well about our client. And there is also what we have experienced, now people think that people who are not much close to AI, do not know much about the AI, they think that now artificial intelligence can build a software completely, we don't need any developers. But right now, I think it will take some time, maybe 2 years, 3 years. Even we have got the 1 million context window, but still, when AI creates something which needs a very logical and which needs to think a lot, then AI is not good there. If it is going to build an entire website most of the time, and maybe 80 to 90% UI will look fine, but it will be actually mess. And we have spent times, and there was a one project which we developed, may you remember, that was basically created from AI at the first, and actually it was looking perfect,
Yeah.
fine, and everything. But when we started using that for actual customers, that was total mess. And then we spent much more time to fix all those issues than it would take us to create that website, that product entirely from scratch. So yeah, believing on AI blindly is not good, and don't believe on rumors too much, or don't think that AI has gone far above the human intelligence. That's not true. It will take much more time than we can think.
So if I talk about myself, I talk too much with ChatGPT and all. So do you think, I would love to take all three of yours perspective about it. It's killing the creativity and it's making us too much to rely on AI for even a smallest tiniest task. So it is killing the creativity. What do you think about it? Like, should we rely on AI, or like we should give it something to think for ourselves as well?
Well, I believe it depends on your use case. If you are using AI to write a simple message, then yes, it's killing your creativity. But if you are using AI to explore more out of your thoughts, then I believe it's not killing your creativity, it's expanding your creativity in this sense.
Uh, if talk about me, so I usually, because again, I know about how the AI models are trained. So because of my that knowledge, I do not believe on the AI too much, because I know how those models are trained. So usually I use the models like ChatGPT, very you can say maybe 5% or 10%, because most of the time it is because what is the purpose of my use is more logical, and when it is about the logical things, then it is going to stop there. So that's why I think that most of the time I find the resources where humans has answered, because they have experienced that thing AI has not. So that's why I use the human answer still, because what I know about the AI is that, and especially there is a technique we call reinforcement learning with human feedback, and we train the models using this technique, so that model are not aggressive, not going to create a debate. So because of that special fine tuning of the model, I believe that whatever I am going to ask the AI, it is always going to give me the response, okay, yes, this is possible and I can answer you this. So that's what.
So what do you think, Akil?
Well, I do think that it's not killing the creativity. It's it is it is about to reduce the work that you don't want to do, right? Um, what my experience is with the AI, that it is trying to make you more creative by helping you to brainstorm something. I mean, you let's compare, you have no one to brainstorm, and it is you who is imagining everything,
Okay.
and then you are making decision, and which there is a chance that it is going to be wrong. And then you have a person who have the world's knowledge, the knowledge of the entire world, and then all of the books, and then you are going to take its help as your assistant, and you are going to create something which is more better than you create just with yourself. So it's making you more creative to come up with some better idea and to reduce the work which you actually do not want to do. So if we take an example of writing a message, if you are going to write something and you are going to ask AI to write it in more professional tone, which you can't do, and it is able to do, it means that now you have the extension of your intelligence by making the messages more professional by asking the AI, which you were not able to do on your own, and you do not have to learn it, right? So it's making you more creative, and it is actually helping you to extend your intelligence.
And I also agree in this point that mean whenever it is about the writing something, so then AI is I think much better, and it is I think 100% recommended to use the AI in that case.
Not just about so I mean everything. If you have to brainstorm an idea, you have to come up with a product name. So if you have to write a code, you have to prepare a product plan, whatever you have to do. So it's an extension of your intelligence, which is making you more creative by helping you as an assistant.
Saving your time.
Okay. Since you were talking about how you developed the departments at Rev9 Solutions, I would love to ask, like on the ground level, at the team level, how you are integrating AI in collaboration. Because I know Rev9 is targeting the global market, and it's in the global market. So the biggest struggle that we face is time zone difference. So how do you handle that?
Okay, so I do not know that what could be the right answer to your right question, but the thing is, if as we are planning to currently expand to the global market, the communication have already been a challenge, and also the accuracy of the time.
Exactly.
I mean, you have to be on time, and then so previously we had the project if I would like to give you an idea regarding communication. Previously we had project managers, the human project managers, and actually what they were doing, they were preparing the reports and they had to send it, and they were not always able to be on time to send the report, right? And we were not able to give the same time to all of our customers that they will be receiving reports on this time. But what we did then, we replaced this whole process with our project manager AI agent. We call it Rev9 AI agent. And now the Rev9 AI agent is more efficient than the human was to prepare the report, to assemble all of the data that team has logged regarding their daily activity. Now it recreates that reports in more productive way that client can understand, and it sends on time. It does not miss the time because it's a system, right? So this way we are trying to be more productive while working with the international people, and then we have many other practices that we have adopted using AI.
Okay. Right.
And I think there is one more additional thing that we need here, I think we should have also an AI agent that is connected to all of our platforms. Like, I mean, we are using Jira, we are using Notion, we are using Monday, we are using different platforms. Maybe sometimes we are using obviously our coding, etc. So I think it would be better if we can have an artificial intelligence agent that is connected to all of our platforms, and then because of our time zone difference, so then our customer is going to come to us and going to ask us a question. Okay, so were you able to resolve this issue? I mean, we are reporting these things already on a daily basis, but still there is something that we missed, that was in more details. And customer, instead of, I mean, when we are sleeping, our customer can go to our AI agent directly and talk with that. Okay, so were they able to resolve this issue? Were they able to develop this issue, a feature? What progress they made today? And if our AI agent is connected to everything, then I think what that agent can do, that agent is going to answer perfectly, maybe better than human. Because if I talk about AI, I may be only working on the AI agents. If I talk about AI side, if I talk about Mayor may be working on the product planning, but that AI agent connected with everything is going to answer based on all the knowledge to the customer. So I think if we can bring that kind of AI agents, so that is going to be an amazing thing.
So, Umair, how's the product side going?
When it comes to AI, well, as Akil mentioned, that AI have helped us in so many ways, and you mentioned one question regarding the creativity, how it's killing the creativity. So first, I would say that AI, whenever you need output from the AI, first you need an input. At the moment, you have to give something to AI in order to start working and doing the response you are expecting. So same things happening in the product side. In our department, it's really helping us a lot when we have an idea, but we don't know the positive cases of that idea, how we can validate that idea. It's not possible for human in this sense to cover all of the cases. And in that case, AI can list down the pros and cons of those ideas, can suggest, and that helps us a lot to make a decision that whether we should proceed with this thing or whether we shouldn't proceed with this. Obviously, there's a lot more involved into this when it comes to making a decision, but overall, it's helping us in all the way AI could possibly can.
So we are jumping to the future of AI now. So what do you think? Like I have told you, it scares me, to be honest, and Akil have mentioned it. I should be scared. So what do you think? As Umair said, like it requires an input. Still, AI requires an input. Do you think in future AI will be independent of our inputs?
I do not really understand. I do not have the exact information on this, but the way the big companies are working on reinforcement learning to make the autonomous robots who can take decision on their own. You just give them a task, so it's the robot who is going to take responsibility to accomplish the task. It doesn't matter that what kind of actions require.
What do you think, Asad?
Okay, if we talk about inputs, if AI still need input from human, and as an AI engineer, I am going to think more about mathematically. And yes, AI still needs input. I mean, AI cannot work like human. So if someone is thinking like AI can work like human, and AI can completely replace human, so that's not true. Like, I mean, as a human, a lot of thoughts comes into our mind based on our thoughts. Sometimes we execute actions that we are not going that were not expected. So I mean, like when we are going to, and if I talk about myself, if I am going to sleep, before sleeping I may think too much about many different things, maybe an hour. And sometime I realized about myself when I am sleeping. a lot of thoughts comes into my mind in that time as well. So you are going to provide it some input to the AI model, and that is going to perform and going to return us an output like a mathematical function. If you have read about y is equal to mx, so it's exactly the same behavior. It always need inputs. It cannot be independent of the inputs. Yeah, maybe in some time in future when we have adopted reinforcement learning, and reinforcement learning, like Phil mentioned, companies are working, and reinforcement learning have achieved that much level of accuracy and development that it now don't need any input. AI models are just going to perform tasks and doing all of things on themselves. So, but I'm not sure, because in AI, when something is going to happen, that thing is going to happen very quickly, like with LLMs and the imagination models. But for now, it is not very close, what I can say, because it will take some time, maybe 3-4 years or maybe more than that, to get an AI models that can completely replace humans. But for now, it is always going to need of input. Based on the input, it is going to generate an output. It can do nothing without providing an input. So that's what.
Umair, what do you think about, what is your point of view?
So you've asked about the if AI will be needing the input in future. Well, for the time being, it does. But at the same time, if you take a look at Amazon warehouses, where the robots are autonomously working day on the daily life, but yet still they are somehow trained to get the job done. So when it comes to the future, what future holds, everything is evolving, and we don't have enough data at the moment to decide if AI will be needing the input from human or not. So in future, maybe there is a possibility they won't be needing any input.
Okay, great answer. So before we
but
wind,
but they might not be needing an inputs to actually what to do, but they still need some inputs that what they have to do.
Yes,
right?
I do agree on
I
this
mean,
point.
they don't need to know how to do, but they need to know what to do next.
I
So
totally agree with this.
like you give AI tasks that go and purchase something for me, and then you have a physical robot in your house, and then the robot goes into the market and purchase all of the stuff for your next meal. You do not even need to tell the robot that what should be the next meal.
exactly.
He has the knowledge about you.
We can say that human desire won't be replaced. AI won't be replacing that, but rest, yes, there will always an input required in few cases.
Okay, that was interesting and really insightful and a really fruitful discussion. I have personally learned a lot. So before we wrap up, let's end it up with a quick, fun rapid fire. I'll ask you a question. You need to answer it rapidly. So the first question is: AI was a superhero. What superpower do you want to give him, or he should have, according to you?
The AI. So I think I would like to ask AI to go and perform all of the tasks on behalf of me.
Okay.
Is it the right answer?
Yeah, it's good.
Mostly, what I want from the AI is being my personal assistant. That's what I think. Human is not perfect yet. So but AI, I think if AI would be, then that would be much more perfect. And every time with me, every time.
Okay. So, what do you think about it?
Well, I would, if AI was a superhero, then definitely I would be asking AI to get the job done on behalf of me. But obviously, they still, I don't really have a particular term to call, but which superhero I need AI to be at the moment.
And that's what I do not want, to do everything for me, because then people are going to hire AI, not me.
So it's like that. The question is, so it is directly connected to super AI intelligence, right?
Yes.
So
And that's the word super intelligence I wanted from the AI. And I think I have explained this thing in my one earlier podcast, is that, if there would be an AI, and I believe there sometime will come when there will be an AI who is going to predict your whole day, and who is going to, the AI is going to tell the person you are going to meet your day, whatever you are going to get that day. I think that super intelligence will come, and I hope maybe in the 3 4 year or 5 year, if someone is working on this thing, then that super intelligence will come. That intelligence will know everything about you and every other person in the world, and then it is based on all of that data, that AI is going to predict your whole day, whatever you are going to achieve, whoever person you are going to meet, everything.
So the next question is, if AI could write a book, would be the title of your book? Like, what would it give title to, like, your book?
Okay, so
Huh.
on you. So yeah, still it would be the world before me.
Okay.
My thoughts.
Even relevant. What it would be for yours?
Well, the thinker.
The overthinker or a thinker?
Thinker.
So the last question: what's one thing AI will never able to replace?
The AI will never be able to replace the feel of love that we get by spending a time with a human, right?
Right.
I think your travel partner, maybe.
Human empathy.
So that was it. It was a really insightful discussion with our brilliant panel. Sadly, it's the last episode of Coffee Talk. Till then, stay tuned and keep learning and keep innovating.